hard spirit. Real shit. What y'all got going on tonight? What y'all got going on tonight? So Friday, you got shit's almost midnight. We got tomorrow's 21st. 2 minutes it'll be the 21st. Got 4 days left till Christmas. Just got out my home group a couple hours ago. Had a real good home group. I'm chairing the home group this month, so I got one more week, I think. One more Friday, and then I'm done chairing. But what y'all got going on? SZA just dropped the album. SZA just dropped a whole album on us right before the new year, and I really want to hear that shit. I heard one song so far, but I love SZA. I think to me, she's one of the top artists working today, straight up, in any genre. That last album she put out, fucking classic. That last album she put out was fire. And that song, that shit still snooze. That shit still be playing on the radio. SZA, she just dropped the album today, and it's already on YouTube. I listened to the first song, and the first song already sound fire. Cry Baby. Let's hear this one. Let's see. But what y'all got going on
Taking
in
the time to savor Tom's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom, actually. Right, Tom. Tom.
Tom.
How have we got to
What y'all got going on tonight? I'm about to get on. I just released I just dropped a video like 5 minutes ago on Druski going back and forth with Fresh and Fit. Them niggas lame as hell. The other dude, I don't hear him saying nothing, but Myron from Fresh and Fit. Oh yeah, he cosplaying. That nigga cosplaying. He ain't really black, yo. Myron from Fresh and Fit is not really black. That nigga is cosplaying as a black man. SZA, man. SZA, she done did it again. Reels and Rhythms. What's up? Shout out to Reels and Rhythms. What you got? Where you from, Reels and Rhythms? How are you doing? I'm doing great, brother. Doing great. I'm feeling in the mood. Christmas is right around the corner. Just had a home group meeting earlier this week. I'm feeling good. How you doing? Where you from? I'm from Detroit. Oh, you right up the way. I'm from Ohio. Like an hour away from Cleveland. Yeah, I'm right up the way. There's a lot of Detroit people that actually moved down here from Detroit called Warren, Ohio. That's where I'm at, Warren, Ohio. But yeah, it's a lot of dudes that came down here from years and years, over the years from Detroit, moved down here. Some of them was dealers, some of them wasn't, but you know, Ohio and Detroit got that connection, got that street connection, that underground connection. Hell yeah, and y'all beat us, man. I'm still mad. I'm from Germany, but now I live in Michigan. Okay, that's what's up. You from Germany? That's what's up. I'm still mad. Y'all beat us in the game. Michigan beat Ohio State earlier this year, a week ago, 2 ago. Couldn't believe it. You watch football? Reels and Rhythms from Germany. That's crazy. Well, when don't we always beat y'all? Yeah. Well, it used to be the other way around. It used to be that 7 is the number of completion. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about? Creation. That's what That's where the 7 day theory comes from God creating the earth, rested on the 7 day. 7 days is the last, right? Jaden, shout out Jaden. Jaden Zaid. Shout out to you, brother. Man, real shit. Real shit. Um, but yeah, y'all always beat us. Y'all beat us 4 years in a row. Who do you believe? What do you believe in? As far as like Christianity, Judaism, stuff like that. I believe there's a God. I believe there's a God. I've always read the Bible to get my spirituality, but that's not the only place I get it. I get it in real life and too in real time. What do you believe? So yeah, I believe there's a God, there's a creator. I believe there's a creator for sure. What about you? And there's a whole bunch of shit in this world that we can't explain, that we still don't have answers for. There's shit that was done thousands of years ago that we still don't even know how people on Earth did that shit. So I think I'm Baptist. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I don't have a denomination or nothing like that. I'm big on like spirituality, but I would say I would categorize myself as like a Christian. Just I don't know which denomination, but yeah, I'm a believer. I've always been a believer. Always been a believer. Crazy thing is, uh, the one when I first heard of Adam and Eve's story, right? When I was a kid, my mom told me about Adam and Eve, and I'm one of those people that do you play any instrument? No, I don't play no instrument. I used to rap back in my younger days, back when in my 20s and shit. I used to rap, but I never learned the instrument. I always wanted to play the saxophone though. I always wanted to play the saxophone. I never did though. Never did. But yeah, I used to rap back in my younger days. But no, I'm an artist. So I draw and shit. And then and I do this YouTube shit. But when I first heard of the Adam and Eve story, and my mom explained it to me, is oh, that's why we have sin in the world. That's why people die and all this. Why we have sin in the world, right? Why we die and all that and everything. And I'm like a thinker, like to where if I did something that I didn't want to do, or if I talked to somebody, if I had a regret or anything when I was a kid, I would think about it and like replay it in my head and wish I did something different. And that's as a kid, that's what I did with the Adam and Eve story. Like I thought about it. I like just was like, man, damn, like for days I was like, damn, but if he just didn't bite the apple, then we could live forever. We wouldn't die. We wouldn't feel no pain. So yeah, that story as a young man really struck a nerve with me. Just because it rested on just two people. One really, I mean two really, but just two people to decide the fate of the whole world. It was kind of wild to me, for real. It was kind of wild for sure. Um, but yeah, I wish I could draw. You can always teach it. You can always teach yourself, man. You can always learn, man. There's a whole bunch of YouTube tutorials on because there's stuff I don't know how to do. I'm not the greatest artist. I'm okay, but I'm not great or nothing. But there's stuff that I don't know how to do that I'll look up on YouTube, and like they'll literally show you line for line, like how you do this, how you do that. I mean, you probably already know, but you can damn near learn anything on YouTube nowadays. And drawing, that's just another thing. I'm too easy with learning languages and instruments. Okay, what languages and instruments you learning? What languages you learning and what instruments? Mm-hmm. This is hitting. Yeah, let me know what languages you learning. Like, do you already know English? Well, obviously you typing and shit, so you got to know English. So you must be learning other languages other than English, and then obviously I speak German, Spanish, French, English. Damn, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's big. That's big. I wish I could. I wish I paid attention in high school, like in Spanish class and French class. I never did. I never took school that serious, but I wish I did. I wish I could learn. I could speak more than one language for real. And then what instruments are you learning? And what's your favorite instrument? What's your favorite one? I play piano. Oh, that's what's up. Piano, bass, guitar. That's another one of my favorites. Piano, guitar, drums, and blues harmonic. I play guitar mostly. That's dope as fuck. What's your like favorite genre to play? Like what's your favorite? Yeah, what's your favorite genre to play? That's sick as hell. I play metal. Sick. That's raw. That's raw. I listen to a little bit of metal too. That's raw as fuck. I wish, man. I heard guitar was one of the hardest things to learn to play. My cousin, he wanted to teach himself. He had like these DVDs he bought and was gonna teach himself. It never worked out because he said it was so hard. He gave up after like a month, maybe not even that. Yeah, piano is the oh, so piano is the hardest. Okay, damn. I thought piano would be easier. That's wild. Damn, I didn't know that. Piano though, you can do a lot of shit with the piano. Like there be whole melodies and songs with just a piano for real. So yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense for sure. Um, yeah, I love music. I love music. That was like my first love as far as like art. It was like obviously I think drawing and music came about the same time. Guitar is easy for me because I already have the gift of rhythm. Yeah, that's what's up. See, everybody has is born with different gifts that God gives us to shine, right? And so like your mind could be drawing, and yours is you just naturally probably came out being able to play with rhythm, and so it was probably easy for you to pick up these things. And that's what I think. Like everybody needs to learn like what's their gift. You know what I mean? Like you see a lot of people struggle in the world, like they don't know what to do or what they want to be or what skills they have. But everybody has something. Everybody has a gift. I truly believe that everybody has something that they're good at that makes them shine. Um, and so that's dope as fuck that you found what the gift that God gave you. Hell yeah, keep doing it, brother. Keep learning, keep playing. Cause that's the type of shit. Music speaks to your heart, right? It speaks to our soul. Like music is ancient. Like it was literally like there's music in the Bible, all that. Like music goes back, and it's a feeling, it's a vibration that you get when you hear these notes and these chords and these pitches. And it could actually um, alter your mind and shit, yeah, with certain vibrations and certain sounds. Shit, I think it was like some scientist or something was like even levitating a ball or something with certain vibrations of music, like levitating this ball. I'm like, what? Guitar, yeah, real shit, real shit. So yeah, I'm in recovery, right? And I have a home group meeting that I go to every Friday at 7. And I was the chairperson, so I had to come up with the topics. There's 3 topics. And the first topic I picked because I wanted people to like really get out like what made them go from active addiction to recovery, right? And the question I asked them was, um, who or what you can make things vibrate by having the correct pitch of the item that you are trying to flow. Yeah. I seen that. I think I seen something like that on like the History Channel or something like a Discovery, something like that. Hell yeah, you can. I've seen that shit. It was like a little ball, but still, shit. That's just on a small scale. Imagine if you had like a bigger scale that you could really make some shit move. Um, I think we definitely gonna see some shit like that as far as like anti-gravity type shit in the near future. Cause I mean they already said they've been working on it, and they probably already got it figured out on some real shit. They just ain't telling us. I just did it with the glass on my desk while using my guitar. See, yeah, real shit. That's real. That's real science. That's can be provable. You feel me? That's wild. So I was so I was the question was for my first topic was who or what helped you in your decision to choose recovery over addiction? Like, what made you turn that corner as far as like, all right, no, I'm gonna stop using or stop drinking, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to get clean or get clean. And a lot of times, people are sent. They have people in their lives that are there to literally save their lives and get them off of drugs or alcohol. For me, it was my kid's mom. For some people commented it. One lady was talking about her, and she was crying when she was saying this. She said that her son was 27 and literally like watching her die, watching her fade away from using drugs. And she like finally broke down and went to him, and she said, "Well, why didn't help me? Because when I before?" And he was like, "Because I needed you to want help for me to be able to help you. Like, right? You can't help somebody that don't want to be helped, especially an addict. If an addict don't want to get clean, there ain't nothing that you can tell them that's gonna make them want to. You can suggest it, but it got to be in them for it to work, and then for them to stay clean and shit." So and she was like, "Man, how'd you get so smart and shit?" She was like, "From watching you." um so the thing that she thought she was destroying and stuff, like her son, because she said she was kind of traumatizing him, obviously by her drug use. The thing that she thought she was traumatizing was actually the thing that the person that saved her life, which was her son. I just did, oh yeah, which was her son. Um, it was real cool to hear that shit, because I got a kind of similar. I had a kind of similar experience with my oldest son. I got a 14-year-old son, and I got two other sons and a daughter, so I got four kids. So, do you have anything that I could tell my dad about how his drinking problem and drug problem is affecting his life? Um, I would tell you to ask your dad to, and like, this is, I don't know, because when you're in the midst of active addiction and active alcoholism, I don't it's like everything's foggy, everything's hazy. You can't get a clear picture on life. You're not living in reality. But I would suggest to you to ask your dad in a serious manner, and ask him, does he think that he is the best person that he can be while using drugs and alcohol? Or does he think that in like a real, I want you to ask him in a real way, and see if he can give you an answer in a real way, that if he thinks that he stops drinking or stops using drugs, I don't know, you say drinking problem or drug, or if he's doing both, if he stops both, can he be a better person? Because I guarantee, I mean, I'm a living testimony that and everybody in recovery that has gotten clean or stopped using drugs or alcohol, they're all living testimonies to that. Your life get your life gets better. Like, you can't, I couldn't be the best version of me while using drugs. There's no way possible I could. It drains you mentally. It puts you in depression every day. It drains you spiritually. It drains you physically, depending on what you're addicted to. I was addicted to opiates. That shit drained me, mind, body, and spirit. Everything. I didn't want to get out of bed most mornings. I didn't want to go to work. I walked out of jobs. I was homeless. I did all this shit that you hear, like these horror stories, and like people got so down low. That's how low I was. Like, sold stuff, sold all my things, stole things to sell. Just everything you could imagine almost that an addict would do. I pretty much did. Okay, thank you. I have been scared for him. Yeah, that's scary. Cause look, nowadays, even with alcohol is very dangerous too. Like, there's a lot of people that was drinking their whole life, and they end up passing early on because it damages their liver so much, because it's so bad for your liver. Oh, you're welcome. What's up, Micah Thompson? Thank you for your testimony. Are you welcome? What up? Shout out to Micah Thompson. Real shit. Um, um, and thank you for watching, and thank you for that comment, both of y'all. Reels and rhythms too. But like especially if your dad is using drugs, depending like if it's even if it ain't fentanyl, but if it is fentanyl, that I mean, one use can kill you right there. I didn't overdose probably over 10 times in my life, probably over 10 times. And the only thing that saved me was because I had kids, and I never lived by myself when I had kids and when I was overdosing. My uncle died from alcohol abuse. It destroyed his liver. Yeah. So you see, and see, for you have firsthand knowledge. And Micah, condolences to you, brother. Sorry to hear that. Um, that's the thing about this disease that I hate is that it not only it not only affects the person that's using or drinking, it affects everybody that knows that person, that loves that person. And the sad part is when, because I had people that I lost to addiction too. The sad part is that it's actually it's 100% preventable, because if you don't ever, if you stop and don't ever pick back up again, it can't fuck with you, or if you never start in the first place. All right, so it is 100. While it's very hard for somebody to get clean when they're in active addiction or alcoholism. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's simple. Like it's not easy, but it is simple. Like the steps and what you have to do are simple. It's just not the easiest thing to do, right? Because or else everybody would do it. Um, and that's what I hate about this disease is how many people that it takes away from their nephews, their sons, their daughters, their mothers. These people they die early because of this disease. And that's the one thing I hate about it. Like I said, I've lost so many friends, so many relatives. My oldest kid's mom, she overdosed and died. I got two kids' moms. I got one that was with my oldest. That's the one that passed, and then I have three more kids with the female I'm with now. And she's not an addict or anything like that. She don't drink or nothing. But that, man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I'm sorry to hear that. It reels and rhythm, real shit. Yeah, I would say don't. But even and like if you know anybody, Micah or in Reels and Rhythms, you said you know your dad. I would say don't give up on them, because that was my whole thing of bringing up the topic up for the discussion of my meeting tonight when I had it, is because if my girl would have stopped, like just said, all right, get out of here and never talk to me again, um, I probably would have died. I probably would have died, because if she would have gave up on me, I might have died, because it was her constantly not only not leaving me, but like giving me consequences for my actions. So like the last time I got clean, she kicked me out the house. I was living out my car. She would bring me food and shit in the morning before she went to work, because she knew I didn't have money. I didn't have a job, nothing. All I had was my car. And so she was like nice enough to bring me food and shit. But she kicked me out, and while I didn't want to get kicked out, obviously, it's what I needed. And she kept doing that. Like over the years, she did things like that, and like kept pressuring me to like, look, you gotta change, like you can't, and kept on my ass. And if it wasn't for that, I might not be here today, to be honest. So I would say if anybody out there has if anybody out there has a loved one that they care about, don't give up on them. I would say that. Don't give up on them. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Don't give up on them, because you never know when that person is gonna make the is gonna decide that they're done with drugs, alcohol. It might be something you say or something you do that changes that person's outlook and changes that and makes that person want to get clean. Because it happened with me. So yeah, just don't give up on them, I would say. Now if they're toxic for you, or they're like they're not good for you spiritually or mentally or stuff like that, then I would say set up boundaries, but definitely don't give up on them. Like just don't. I would just set up boundaries to like, hey, we could only meet this time, or I'm only coming over one day a week, or we can only talk on the phone because I don't want to be around you drinking, shit like that. But definitely don't give up on them if you can. I mean, I know it's hard. It's hard on people. My mom dealt with my drug use since I'm 38. I was 21 when I started opiates, so she'd been dealing with it for almost 20 years. And I know by the end she was fed up. She had kicked me out of her house and everything. It's taxing on people for their well being. That's why I say I hate this disease, because it don't just affect the one person; it affects everybody they know negatively. Because especially kids, I have 4 kids. It affects the kids negatively. Either you're not there because you're out in the streets, or you're in jail, or you're in rehab, or just mentally and spiritually you might be there, but you're sick, or you might be too high to even function or even be present in the moment with your kids. So recovery really gave me back everything. Like I really feel like, I feel like that guy. What's that? It's a Christmas movie. I think it's called A Christmas Carol, or it's the when like the Scrooge guy, he gets visited by the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future, and he gets showed his life, what would happen in life if he died, and the people that are around him. That whatever that movie's called, that's how I feel like in real life. Like people are all everybody around me was pretty much acting like I already died or was about to die. Like that's how they were dealing with me. Like I was getting ready to die. My mom taking life insurances out on me because she thinking I'm gonna die early. Um, um, a couple times I didn't answer my phone for my girl, right? And I like for an hour or two, and she came. I was at my mom's house. She came over to my mom's house, and I'm an addict. So if I don't answer my phone, and I've overdosed before, so so she has a real fear that if I don't answer my phone for like an hour, I could be dead because I could have overdosed and no one could have found me. So one day she came over to my mom's when I didn't answer the phone, and I seen the terror and like the fear in her face and in her eyes when she opened that door. And before she knew I was on the other side, I seen the look in her face that I'll never forget, because she looked like she was about to find a dead body. That's how. That's how. That's that's the like the sick shit that they have to deal with. People that are dealing with addicts or alcoholics. That it's a real possibility that I could have been dead anytime I didn't answer the phone. And I literally seen her like look on her face, how she would have looked if she would have seen me dead. Um, so I feel like that character, or that movie, that guy that gets shown like this is your life and this is what will happen when you die and shit. I forget what the movie. I think it's called Scrooge or Christmas Carol or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. Um. So yeah, the longest time I had. Thank you for sharing this. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, man. Thank you for listening. For real. The longest time I never thought I would get clean. That's the crazy part, is I never thought I would get clean. The longest period I had of sobriety was 13 months. That was last year. Then I relapsed, and now I got uh 3 months, almost 4. Glad you made it, bro. Thank you, Micah. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Real shit. So on the first, I'll have 4 months. So I had 13 months. I relapsed for like a couple months, and then I got clean again. So yeah, definitely glad to be here. To me, I didn't grow up without. I grew up without a father, right? My dad was not around. I knew my father, but I only seen him like once a year after my mom and him split, and they split when I was 5. Now, so like growing up, I knew that I wanted to be a father to a kid, that I wanted to be that father that I didn't have to a kid, right? I better get to bed to have band practice tomorrow at 7:30. Good night, brother. Reels and Rhythm. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good day tomorrow. Get some good rest. Shout out to you. Shout out to Reels and Rhythm. Real shit. Good night, brother. But yeah. So so I always knew that I would be a father, that I wanted to be a father. And like for me, for a man, there's no greater title than that of a father to me. Like that's my whole purpose in life. I feel like I was put on this earth to experience how not having a father feels like, so that I could be the best one that I can be to my kids. Right? Because when you know the lack of something as a kid, then when you grow up, you know you want to break that generational curse, right? Of people of your family members growing up without their father, which I did. And so that's my number one goal in life, is to be the best father I can be. And my addiction and my fatherhood was clashing. Like they couldn't exist. They couldn't coexist. There was no way. Like on my worst day today in recovery, I'm way better of a father than I was on my best day using. It doesn't even compare. The difference from me using as a father and me clean as a father is like night and fucking day. So recovery really gave me the ability to do and to do anything as far as like my goals and shit. As far as being a father, working, taking care of responsibilities. And then this YouTube shit, that's another dream I had, and I just started to go for. Yeah, it's important to break those curses. Real shit. Because some of us got curses that go back like generations and generations. Now me, I was like the only one in my family that grew up without a father. Like my father, he had a dad. His dad had a dad. My mom's dad had, you know what I mean? Like I was like one of the only ones. So it's and really wasn't nothing wrong with my dad either. Like he wasn't on drugs, he wasn't lazy, he wasn't none of that. Like he was educated, he always had a job, went to college, graduated college, had a good job. He just didn't want to be a father, I guess. So I still text him though every pretty much every day, tell him what's up, tell him I love him, shit like that. So yeah. Definitely got to break them generational curses, or those curses, period, for real. Yeah. Yeah, what else did I want? Oh yeah. Um Drew, I don't know if y'all seen it though. Druski released a hilarious ass. I just dropped a video on it. Just like before I got on this live, I made a video and put it on YouTube. Druski made a hilarious video about Fresh and Fit, right? Claiming how he nicknamed it, or he said it in the skit, how lame dudes try to act like money can unlame you, right? So pretty much dudes acting like lame dudes with money, and then thinking that like money is everything, and then they got the best haircut, the best shape up, right? They got the painted on shit, they got all the name brand shit on, all the shit, right? And then he did a Fresh and Fit like spoof podcast in the video, in the skit. So Fresh and Fit, Myron from Fresh and Fit, who I can't stand. I will never understand how this man got popular, but I digress. But so he comes out on his podcast and proceeds to tell Druski, because of a funny skit that wasn't disrespectful at all. He didn't say nothing crazy in the skit, nothing disrespectful towards Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit comes out, Myron from Fresh and Fit comes out and tells him that money can't unlame a lame. Yeah, exactly. It gotta be in you, not on you. Money is just that, just money. You are still gonna be you, whether you got money or not. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely can't. But so he comes out and says how he don't respect fat people, how they're second class. He literally said this shit, how they're second class citizens. He said, if I was the president, I'll put you in a concentration camp, referencing fucking Hitler. Like, and he already done said racist shit. He already went viral for saying, the first thing he said was that white supremacy wasn't a bad thing. Like, the fuck? How is you black and saying white are supposed to be black, and saying white supremacy wasn't a bad thing? And then the second thing he went viral for, which I made a video on that too, was like a couple months ago when he was arguing with the young black queen. And wow, that's foul. Was he serious? Yeah, he was serious. He was serious. Like it wasn't a joke. He was like actually kind of mad. He was mad at Druski because he was even calling out Druski, saying, "Oh, you can do this skit, but you're too much of a coward to come on my show and sit down and talk to me." Right. So he was serious in the in on his podcast. And then, but a couple months ago, he was arguing with a black queen, right? This young black woman. And in the argument, you might have seen it, you might not. He calls her the hard ER, right? The N word with the hard ER. Now, black people, we do not, that is not a term that we use against each other when we fight or argue. That's something that a white person made up and uses against us when they want to call us a racial slur. We don't call each other the N word with the hard ER. Nigga, yeah, but not the other one, right? And he proceeded to tell this chick, he kept calling her the N word with the hard ER. So now today when he released that video about Druski, he's talking about concentration camps. So you already be saying racist shit, and now you talking about concentration camps. Like he would have fit right in with the Nazis, Nazi Germany back in them days when Hitler was reigning. He would have fit right in. Cause look, his skin he might be mixed, black. I'm mixed, right? I'm black and Greek, black and white. But his mind is that of a white racist person. Like you can have black skin and be white racist minded. That's it's a lot of self-hate type shit that be going on with certain people. And look, I get it because America been pushing like at saying everything that's black is negative. They've been pushing that shit since the beginning of America, since we was enslaved. They was teaching us and everybody else to hate us, that we wasn't even human, right? But like we're a long way from that. And Myron just got a white racist state of mind. Straight like diabolical, yeah. Diabolical, real shit. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I don't know how you can be born. I mean, I guess I can get it. I guess if you wasn't really born around like Myron, I don't think he was born around like I think he probably grew up in maybe a upper echelon neighborhood. From the pictures of his college days, it seemed like he hung around none but white people. So it seems like he wants to be white, but then on his podcast, even in the Druski video, he's steady saying nigga, nigga, nigga. He wants to be black until it's time to be black, and that's the line that the black chick told him in the argument. She killed him with that line. She said, "You want to be black until it's time to be black," and that's real shit. You don't just get to oh no, I don't feel like I don't want to be black today. Like what? The fuck? That don't even make sense. That's another generational curse we need to break. Self-hate. Yeah. I don't know how old you are, but in the 90s, they would have these talk shows and they would bring these black people on like from the South that would they would have like Confederate flags and they would bring them on and they would talk about how they hate black people so much. And this is a 100% black person. I remember a female specifically they had on. It was this black female and she was just self-hate to the millionth degree. Like it was pretty much the damn Dave Chappelle skit, except she wasn't blonde. She knew she was black, right? The Dave Chappelle skit where he don't know he's black and he's a Ku Klux Klan member. It was pretty much that, but she wasn't blonde. So it was just a lot of self-hate. And I blame a lot of that on America and on the media and on racism in general. A lot of that because that's where it comes from. That's where it came from. That's where the birth of it was at. So like I said, like while I don't like that shit, I see like I can't fault anybody too severely. because it's been pushed on us to hate each other and hate ourselves. They're pretty much brainwashed to thinking that how the fuck do you hate what you are? That don't even make sense. Just as common sense, that don't make sense to do. To hate, I'm gonna be something, but I'm gonna hate it at the same time. I'm like, come on now. It made no sense. But yeah, I am getting tired. I just want to come on here and holler at y'all for a little bit. I think I'm about to lay it down. I've been up since 4 o'clock, 4:30 really. 4:30. I worked, got off at what time I get? I got off at 4. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, got off work at 4, went to my meeting at 6, got done with there at 8, and then came home, chilled with the kids, got them ready for bed. And now I'm ready to cry. You can tell my eyes low as fuck. I'm tired as fuck. So I want to thank everybody who watched. Micah, shout out to you. Micah Thompson, shout out to you. Real day one shit. Who else? Reels and Rhythms. Shout out to you. Real day one shit. And I think there was one other person in the chat. Who else was in the chat? I think that might be, and Jaden Zaid. Shout out to you. Everybody have a good night. Hope y'all have a good day. Have a good night, bro. Appreciate you. Keep doing your thing. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Keep doing your thing too. Keep your head up, eyes open. 7 day. I'm out.